From episode formats to season lengths to ninja designs, there's been a lot of stuff that's been changing about the Ninjago TV series as time has went on. But one aspect in which I feel like not many people talk about is the output of seasons we get per year. And by that I mean, how many seasons does LEGO release in one particular year? Hello everyone, this is Krusty783 and welcome back to another video on the channel. If you enjoy it, please be sure to leave a like, and without further ado, let's discuss some Ninjago seasons. So, as the years have went on, Ninjago has been pretty inconsistent with how many seasons it will put out a year. For example, in 2015 we received Season 4 Tournament of Elements and Season 5 Possession. Compare that to 2 years later in 2017, where the only piece of Ninjago content fans received that year outside of the movie was the 7th season of the show Hands of Time. Ninjago has always been pretty inconsistent with this sort of thing, but generally how things will go is we'll either get 1 season a year or we'll get 2. There's a whole range of reasons this will happen, whether it be due to production pipeline issues or just wanting to spend more time on one particular season that year. For example, the case of Hands of Time, that season only existed because it was made super last minute because the movie was delayed from 2016 to 2017. However, a lot of years such as 2015, 2012, 2018, 2019 and 2020 will receive 2 full-fledged seasons per year. A format that I as a Ninjago fan have been sorely missing recently. Keep in mind, I am going to have some level of bias in this discussion because as a YouTuber, Ninjago views are at their best when a new season is releasing. So keep in mind, I do have some level of personal bias for why I'd want these seasons to be releasing twice a year. That being said, I don't want it to affect my discussion too much because at one point I did think 1 season per year is the way. And the reason I think this is because of production time. If we have 1 big season per year rather than 2 smaller ones, Ninjago's creators will be able to have more time to focus on one particular vision for the theme, and as a result, that season will be better fleshed out when all is said and done. In practice, I don't know if I feel this way anymore. Crystallized, for example, was the only season of 2022, and I don't think we need to get into that. Generally speaking, the 2 seasons we received in 2020 both feel more well thought out than the 1 season we received in 2022. Which tells me that maybe I'm wrong about 1 season a year. Maybe 1 season a year doesn't automatically equate to better thought out seasons. And on that note, I kind of realized there are way more cons than pros to this system. For example, one part of Ninjago viewing I really miss is the winter seasons. A Ninjago vibe that has been absolutely unmatched since season 10 release for me is seeing the start of a new Ninjago season in around January. I distinctly remember I woke up around 7 AM to get to school on a January 2019 morning. The skies were still dark because winter time is weird. I open up my iPad and on it I see a low quality rip of March of the Oni episode 1. This vibe is unmatched and we have not had anything like it since they moved away from January seasons. Same with Skybound, I remember watching it in very similar conditions. And this might be just personal nostalgic, like talk speaking here, but that's a feeling I really miss. I really hope to see another Ninjago season release in the January-February period at some point, because it's a niche I've really felt like fans have been missing out on. At the end of a year, it was always nice to look back on the Ninjago seasons for that year and imagine what we'd be getting based on leaks that would start to come out. For comparison, November leaks are not really a thing outside of non-canon core sets, which don't really hit the same. Another thing that's nice is there's just more Ninjago discussion. There's more things to talk about when 2 seasons are coming out a year, and there's never a point where the community really feels dead. Something that I think has really been bad after Seabound's release is the dreaded content droughts. Whenever a season finishes, it will be followed by about 7 months of absolutely no Ninjago news or content outside of a few non-canon sets releasing. And that is a trend I think really needs to end. Not only because fans will go up to 7 months without any kind of discussion, but in order to combat these droughts and make them seem less bad, LEGO feels the need to drag out the seasons endlessly. Take for example Crystallized, which first episode aired in March of 2022 and the last episode aired in October. That's a full 6-month gap.
What? But you can't do this to me.
With this current setup, LEGO has 2 options. 1, have upwards of year-long content droughts with an occasional 2-month-long season, or 2, have about 6-month-long content droughts and drag out seasons for upwards of half a year. Neither of these solutions seem particularly ideal, and it's not like the extra production time afforded by having only 1 season a year really helped crystallize quality-wise anyway. So at this point, honestly, I really don't see any downsides to switching back to 2 seasons per year. I want to pass the mic on to you guys now though. Remember, just because I'm the person speaking doesn't mean you have to agree with me. I want to hear any thoughts you have on this in the comments down below. Would you prefer 1 season a year? Would you prefer maybe they try something else? Let me know. Thank you so much for watching this video, everyone. Be sure to leave a like if you enjoyed it, and if you feel like watching some more videos, there'll be some end cards on the screen now.